Major, there's a girl in here.
Did you get alive?
My name is Mary Lennox. Where has everyone gone? Where is my idol?
We've searched the servants' bungalow already, sir. It's only one black snake in this girl.
Why has no one come for me?
I'm afraid there's no one left, miss.
Bloody miracle, she escaped the Paladin Bellows Howl. She was drinking the same water they were.
But where are my mother and father?
I'm sorry, miss.
Where shall we take the girl, sir? Our orders to burn anything that might be contaminated.
To the governor's house for now. I'm told she has an uncle somewhere.
Yes, sir. You'll have to leave that here, miss.
No, I will not. I'm taking it with me.
It's your pretty mother, is it?
No, it isn't.
Yes. Well,
can it be a dream? Surely it must seem like a frightful dream. How can this be true? Water, Father, come. Come, wake her up to play. Water, Father, say, here's a rose for you. There's a girl who no one sees. There's a girl who's left alone. There's a heart that beats in silence for the life she's never known. For the life she's never known.
She's such a sour little thing. It is a pity Rose didn't spend more time in the nursery. I'll marry my learn from little mother's pretty ways.
What a nightmare it must have been for the girl. To wander up to bed in the middle of a party, then wake up the next morning with them all dead.
Good evening, Major. I'm Mr. Craven's housekeeper. Is this the girl?
Yes, ma'am. And here's her papers and death certificates and all. Her father was a captain in my regiment, and a fine man he was too. We're all very sorry.
Thank you, Major.
Yes, ma'am. A pleasant journey to you, ma'am.
Well, now, I suppose you'd like to know something about where you are going.
Would I?
But don't you care about you Hogan?
It doesn't matter whether I carry or not.
Now, in all my years, I have never seen a child sit so still or look so old. very certain. He never troubles himself about anyone. He's a hunchback, you see, and a sour young man he was, and got no good with all his money if he lay still and married.
It's my mother's sister.
Her name was Lily. She was a sweet, pretty thing, and he could walk the world over to get her a blade of grass that she wanted. Nobody thought she'd marry him, but marry him she did, and it wasn't for his money either. But then, when she died,
How did she die?
it made it worse than ever. He travels most of the time now, and it's his brother, Dr. Craven, that makes all the decisions these days.
Iron Hills is a big old house with something wrong inside it. Someone died and someone's left alone and can't abide it. There in the house sits a lonely man, still haunted by her beauty, asking what a life can be where naught remains but duty.
Is it always so ugly here?
It's the moor. Miles and miles of wild land that nothing grows on but heather and gorse and broom, and nothing lives on but wild ponies and sheep.
But what is that awful howling sound?
That's the wind blowing through the bushes. They call it wuthering, that sound. But if you look there, that tiny light bar across there, as will be the gate it will.
The master hears the whispers on the stairways dark and still, and the spirits speak the secrets in the halls upon the hill.
For heaven's sake, Archie, the girl's parents are dead. She's traveled 6,000 miles to get here. You are her guardian. The least you can do is be here to greet her. I can't, Neville. I wouldn't know what to say. I'll be in my room.
Mara Lennox, this is Dr. Craven, your uncle's brother.
How do you do?
You are to take her to her room. He doesn't want to see her.
Very good, Doctor.
Can it be a dream? Surely it must seem like a frightful dream. No one here she knows. Shadows on the walls, dark and drafty halls, catch her if she falls. Still no fear she shows.
Well, here you are. This room and the next is where you will live. But you'll have to clean out and look after yourself. You mustn't expect that there will be people to talk to. When you are in the house, don't go wandering the halls. Your uncle won't have it.
Won't have it.
Albert, please!
Rose, I really must send you a merry way until we get this cholera under control.
And what shall I do? Wander around the hills alone with our child while she stares at me the whole time?
She's not staring at you, Rose. Mary just wants to look at you, just like all the rest of us.
Well, good night then.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a girl who no one sees. There's a girl who's left alone. There's a heart that beats in silence for the life she's never known.
I heard someone singing. Maybe it was she.
Maybe it was someone I could find left at the Maybe it was someone who would bring the tea and come.
I've heard someone call me, though I can't say who. Someone in this house with nothing left to do. Sounded like a father left alone, his love grown cold. I heard someone calling. Maybe it was you.
Maybe I was dreaming of a garden growing far below. Maybe I was dreaming of a life that I will never know. Where are you? I'm lost without you. I can't walk these halls without you. Lily, where are you? I need you. I have searched the world, but you're not here. Come and tell me why you brought me here. If you're not here, I know where are you? I'm lost without you. Where are you? I'm lost without you. I can't walk these halls
Are you my servant? Well there, Mary Lennox. My name is Martha. And now, Myrtle, I'll make the bed. Aren't you going to dress me first? Cannot thou dress thyself? Then in India my eye dressed me.
Well then, do thou wilt await yourself a bit. 'Tis fair wonder, grand folks' children don't turn out fair fools, being washed and took out to walk like they was puppies.
What is this language you speak?
Oh, well, you haven't heard of the Yorkshire living in India, have you? Mrs. Medlock said I'd have to be careful, or you wouldn't understand a thing I was saying. Of course, I didn't know what to expect from you either. When I heard you was coming from Bombay, I thought you'd be a solid brown, I did. You're not brown at all, are you? Rather yellow, I'd say. Oh, hey, now, lass, you didn't know you'd be so easily vexed. I'll help you on this time with your clothes, if you like. You pretend you're back in India, and I'm your servant, and give me that little yellow foot.
I'm quite all right, thank you.
Look there, out the window. Like a dull purple sea this morning. It's the moor, it is. Do you like it?
I hate it.
Oh, you wait till spring then. For the moor is fair, covered in gorse and heather, and there's such a lot of fresh air. Me brother Dickon goes out the moor and plays for hours. He's got a pony that's made friends with him, and birds and sheep such as eat right out of his hands.
These are not my clothes.
I miss your uncle.
These are nicer than mine.
You get these new clothes on, then wrap up warm and go outside. That will give you a stomach for your porridge.
Mrs. Medlock said there's nothing out there but a big old park.
Well, maybe you'll run into Aaron Dickon. Maybe he'll give you a ride on his pony. Maybe.
I don't know anything about boys.
If I had a fine white horse, I'd take you for a ride today. But since I have no fine white horse, inside I'll have to stay. fairies. They keep me scared away. I promise not to tell what else there is on board. It is an amazing chance to see a garden by a tree and meet a bird that speaks to thee. Then come and tell my fine white horse and me.
am your guardian, although I'm a poor one for any child. I offer you
This is
my...
my Aunt Lily in this picture.
Where did you get that?
It was on my dress in India. Maybe Mother put it there. I don't know.
Your mother and my Lily were very... Excuse me. Who dressed you, child?
Martha tried to, sir.
Yes, I see.
Lily's been dancing with that gloomy Archibald all evening.
Oh, he's just shy, Rose. I think Archie has the tenderest heart I've ever known.
Silly Lily. Have you been so busy looking into his eyes that you've missed the hump on his back?
I do hope you enjoy the gardens.
But I want to know what happens to dead people.
Yes, well, quite natural you should wonder that. We bury them, we put their things away, we remember the things they said. We speak to them sometimes, in our minds, of course.
Can they hear us?
And then one morning, when we think we're over them at last, we find ourselves in the ballroom, knowing full well we've been here all night, and we come to the painful conclusion that we have been dancing with them again.
I don't understand.
Nor will you ever. They're not gone, you see, they're just dead.
Maybe what I heard was Mother telling me to be nice so you'll keep them.
The house is haunted, child, day and night. But it is yours to stay here as long as I am master. I offer you my deepest sympathies upon your arrival.
Did my mother have any other family?
Dickens here. Why don't you go talk to him? I saw him not 5 minutes ago, conjuring with that stick of his.
I haven't met Dickens. I'm not sure he exists. I think that you and Martha just made him up.
Well then, take this spade and go dig a little hole somewhere.
A little hole for what?
Missy, you and me is a lot alike. We're neither one of us very good looking, and we're both as sour as we look.
I saw that Robin today.
Of course you did. He's the most meddlesome one. Why, he's the head gardener around here, always chirping at me to find some bush to prune.
I know
on, Missy. That it is. That's Miss Lily's garden.
Her garden, but I want to see it. Can you show me the door?
No, I can't. When she died, your Uncle Archie closed this place up and said no one was to come in here again. And then he buried the key. And now the ivy's grown up over the door such that I don't even think I could find it.
But aren't you worried that it's all dead with nobody taking care
Of
of it?
course I do. But I wouldn't dare set foot in there.
Maybe the real reason Robin's chirping at you is he wants you to climb over the garden wall and work on it.
I'm sure he is. And I'm not about to lose my job on the advice of some bird, now am I? And that goes for you too.
My Uncle Archibald said that I could do whatever
Your Uncle Archibald is gone most of the time, Missy. And who's to say what would happen if he was here to change things?
Do you believe in spirits?
Big place like this, there's more of them than there are of us.
I heard that crying again in the house last night.
That crying very well could have been a spirit, Missy. They like a nice tall ceiling and a big hallway that kind of scoot around it.
In India once, I saw a spirit throw a big dead snake right above the basket and make it dance.
I'm sure you think you've seen just about everything there is to see, Missy, except the inside of that garden. And you keep it that way. You hear me?
Good day, Ben.
Winter's on the wing, here's a fine spring morn. Coming through the night comes the May, I say. Winter's day with light, sweet and dark, cold air. Out to sea, spring is born, comes the day, say. You'll be here to see it. Breathe it all the day. Stop and feel it. Stop and hear it. Spring, I say. Now the sun's climbing high, rising fast on fire, coming down through the gloom of the gray. I say the sun spells the doom of the winter's rain. Ice and chill must run dark as the May. I say you'll be here to see it. And breathe it all the day. And feel it. Stop and hear it. Spring, I say. I said be gone, ye howling gales, be off, ye frosty morns, all ye suns and winds, begin to thaw. Melt, ye waterfalls, hot ye frozen winter walls, see now it's starry, and now the mist is beguiling in bright blue air, only clear comes the war, comes the May, I say. The storm will soon be smiling in clear blue skies, so the sun will shine, comes the day, say I. You'll be here to see it. Stand and breathe it all day. Scoop and feel it. Stop and hear it. Spring, I say. Hello there, Mary.
Who are you?
I'm Dickon, Martha's brother. I hope I didn't fright thee.
But what are you doing here?
Oh, I did fright thee. Well, I'm sorry, lass.
But why haven't I seen you before?
Well, you've got to understand. A body has to move gentle. And speak low when wild things is about.
You mean you're here all the time?
When the thing is sick, I take a look at it. Sure I do. And find the ponies that wander off. And the eggs that roll from the nest. But look here. Me mother sent you a penny's worth of seeds for your garden. Why, this columbines and poppies are a handful.
I don't have a garden.
But don't you want one, Mary? One of your own, I mean. Well, come and have a look at them. If you don't want them, then I'll just...
I want to go in that garden where the robin lives.
Oh, I wasn't sure you'd seen him.
See him? He's done nothing but chub it ever since I got here.
Well, you've got to understand. He's building his nest. And he can't afford to have you interfering if you're not friendly.
How do you know that?
We was just talking about you. How do you think?
He was talking too, or just you?
What he thinks is that you're looking for a nest yourself. Only it looks to him like yours would have to be pretty big.
Have you ever been in there?
Well, it's not mine to go into. But perhaps it's yours, I can't say. He has been keeping it safe for somebody. That's much I know.
He has?
Aye. The same way as the ivy's grown up to hide the door. But maybe he's waiting to hear why you want to go in there exactly. Being as he's got the safest nesting spot in all England, he's wise to be wary.
You tell him I'm friendly.
Well, I could, but it'd be much quicker if you learned to just talk to him yourself.
But what could I say that you'd understand?
Well, I wouldn't go mentioning you're an egg eater, if you know what I mean. But are you interested in flying, perhaps? Or fox?
I'm afraid not.
And just tell him a little bit about yourself, and I'll translate into Yorkshire for you till you get the way of it. She...
I'm girl.
She is a lass, as took a greatly fancy to thee. Dost thou fear?
Thou not fear.
She took thee on for like to vex thee. Now to the sword.
Now to the sword.
She knows fair well she mun not fright thee.
Cannot thou show me?
Far better to know her.
Show me thy key.
Show her the key. She's a lass of the heart bright, as needs a spot where she can rest in.
I would sit where I'll not be, so think it not softly in the guest.
Now to the sword.
Now to the sword.
She'd better be watching for the spring.
Thou art reclined in that follow me called good morning, and heard all thou saying.
Well done there, Mary. That was great.
Lily, what are you looking for? Rose, wait till you see it. It's the most beautiful garden I've ever seen. And nobody knows about it except Archie. But the door is covered over so with ivy that I can never find it. Maybe it's on the other side. Come on!
I'll only walk around as like to see it for myself. If thou canst go me visit, I'll speak glory to thyself. Thou not be bothered night and day by wenches racing around by the sea beside the Doon. Standing on the secret ground, I can smell the frog and things, count the roses against the wall. Here they bathe and first they peck, stretch my hand and they shall fall. Or if the lights of friendly seas are buds of in a mouth, or if thou have a poor friend, thou be the first I found. I'm a lass,
That rusty lass.
as took a greatly fancy to thee, can thou show me?
How dost thou know her?
Show me the key.
Show her the key. Well, I'm off then.
But where you going?
Well, I can't say. But I'll see you tomorrow, sure enough. And if you need me before then, now that you know the Mary. That's why I'm leaving. You see, a body can't find a thing in a crowd.
All right then. Bye.
And may all be here to see it. Breathe it all the day. Stop and feel it. Stop and hear it. Spreading, I say.
Mary Lennox. Oh no, look what was that? Where did it? There it is. It's the key. It's the key to the garden. I found the key to the garden. It was right here. But the door. Where's the door? Mary Lennox. Coming. Mary, no time to play hide and seek. Mrs. Medlock wants us in the house right now. Mary.
Skip, my lady, to the master's gate. Sit the ladies for the master gate. Tip-twirl the chambermaid, hold their pearls. Snip, the gardener, and cut off their clothes.
Oh, this rain never stops. Archie, I'm so pleased I finally located a suitable school for young Mary. A school? She needs the company of other children, particularly after a tragedy such as this.
But she's practically just arrived, you know. Did she say she wants to leave?
This is no house for a child. What would she have to do here? Wander the halls?
As I do, you mean?
What a wretched house this is, Neville.
Father should have left Misselthwaite Manor to you, not to me.
You are the elder brother, Archie. That never would have occurred to me. But if you continue to feel you cannot live here, then you should leave. You were happy once before in Paris. You're still a young man. There's no reason that you should.
I can't leave, Neville.
But what good does it do to sit by the boy's bed, night after night, hoping for a miracle?
They have been known to happen.
When Lily died, I gave up my practice to come care.
You have been completely faithful, Neville, and I am truly grateful.
But I did not give up my responsibility to you, Archie. I cannot allow you to waste your life waiting for the inevitable end. I cannot.
I'm not wasting my life, Neville. This is my life now.
I beg pardon, sir, but you sent for young Mary.
Oh, yes, Shadow. Please, come in. Perhaps we can steal a moment before the storm carries us away. Come, have a chair.
Thank you, sir.
Are you well, then? Do they take good care of you?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry it's been so long since we've spoken. It's just that I keep forgetting about you. I've been needing to find a school for you to
Oh,
go
no,
to.
please don't send me away.
No, of course not. But perhaps you'd enjoy a governess. Seeing you've had a chance to look around the grounds now and realize there's nothing for you to do, what say you to that?
Please don't make me have a governess, sir. There's everything for me to do here. There's so many gardens to walk around in and so much to learn about them. Martha gave me a skipping rope, and Dickon gave me some seeds,
And
and...
here's a rose for you.
Yes, very well.
Happy birthday, darling.
Stay outside then, if you like. But is there anything you need? Is there any dolls or toys or books, perhaps?
Might I...
Speak up, child.
Might I have a bit of earth, sir?
A bit of earth.
Seeds? Yes, sir. A garden.
You care about gardens so much, then?
I didn't know about them in India. I was always ill and tired, and it was too hot. I sometimes played at making little flower beds, sticking things in the sand. But here, I might have a real garden. If you would allow it, sir.
Are you sure there's nothing else?
No, sir.
Very well, then. Take your earth. Take as much earth as you like.
Thank you very much, sir.
You may leave, child.
It's much worse being back this time now. The dreams are much more vivid, and I hear things in the halls.
It's the girl, Archie.
You mean Mary? Why, I hardly ever see her.
Because you can't see her. Because she reminds you too much of Lily.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I can see the resemblance myself. Although Lily's hair was much more... You were kind to take the girl in, Archie, but in your state it's simply too much. If you allow the girl to stay here, to grow up here, I have no doubt your dreams, to say the very least, will get even worse.
But can't you see the girl is lonely, Neville? Shouldn't I have more conversations with her?
I don't think that's wise, Archie.
Oh, Peter,
Until you're ready to send the girl to a school.
she wants a little bit of
It's my professional advice that
She
she'll be the natural instincts and avoid her. Archie.
The flowers bloom, but is their bounty watching?
I can have your signature on these leases.
How can she chance to love a little bit of earth? Does she not know the earth is old and doesn't care if one small girl wants things to grow? She needs a friend. She needs a father, brother, sister, mother's arms. She needs to laugh. She needs to dance and learn to work her girlish charms. She needs a home, the only thing she really needs. I cannot give. Instead, she asks a bit of earth to make it live. She should have a pony, gallop across the moor. She should have a doll's house with 100 rooms per floor. Why can't she ask for a treasure? Something that money can buy, that won't die when I give her the world. She asks instead for some earth, a bit of earth. She wants a little bit of earth. She'll plant some seeds. The seeds will grow. The flowers bloom. Their beauty just the thing she needs. She'll grow to love the tender roses and they spare the ice. Tall and then in fall, her bit of earth will freeze and kill them all. A bit of earth. A bit of earth.
Close the shutters and lock the doors. Raise the windows as in it pours.
Candles will be the ones you carry.
Watch now, careful the stairs, working in pairs. Fares well the house that's ready. Coming a terrible storm, looks like a scene in a gale. Winds are blowing in high, sails, stars and suns and shores. Such a horrible wail.
death she casts a spell. All night we hear her sighs, and now a girl has come who has her eyes. She has her eyes, the girl has lilies hazel eyes, those eyes that saw him happy long ago, those eyes that gave him life and hope he never known. How can he see the girl and miss those days?
Eyes, the girl has lilies, hazel eyes, those eyes that closed and left me alone. Those eyes I fear will never ever let me go. How can I see this girl and miss those hazel eyes? In Lily's eyes, a castle this house seemed to be, and I her bravest knight became. My lady fair was she.
Her eyes, she has my lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that love my brother, never me, those eyes that never saw me, never knew I longed to hold her close, to live at last in Lily's eyes. she's been in
I've
the
never
act.
even seen him before.
How can I hope to succeed with College Street if my orders are not followed?
I have told her to stay in her room, but she refuses to obey me.
Don't wait for me! Don't touch me! No! Albert!
I only wanted him to stop crying.
What is that Romano wailing?
The servants row.
Now you listen to me, Mary Lennox.
The colorating's quite bad. 10,000 dead at Glasgow.
Do you see what you've done?
I should have sent you away while there was still time.
You are never to see Colin again.
But why?
Exactly what they deserve. I mean, they're so interested in the street.
The one rule that you were given here, you violated.
How are you get around with all the dead blasted flames?
Oh, they're servants, darling. There are millions.
Do you want to speak to her, Doctor?
No! Wonder if I might have a glass of water.
But why didn't you tell me he was here?
I'm very warm, Albert.
Because I was ordered not to, and I obey my orders because I want to keep my place here, and I advise you to do the same.
Mary! Where is Mary?
Do you understand?
Someone find her! There's a child!
Mistress Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? So girl, she says, see the field is dead, pick it up and don't you
Mistress Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden
Far too hot, she cried. See, my rose has died. Dig it up and out you go.
Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Oh, it's